I went back to Jeffersonville after that hunt, and at that time I knew Brother Branham a lot better than I had known him any other time, because I'd spent that 2 or 3 weeks with him. And he did something on the way up to Canada that still thrills me today. He spent 2 hours telling me about Leo and Jean. He told me how they had come and what they had done. He told me all their faults. He told me how they practiced extortion, how they got people to move from Chicago in there, and how they took money from that and sent him a little bit of it and kept the rest of it. And he had me so angry at those 2 boys that I decided next time I saw them, I was going to roll up my sleeves and I was going to put some double anointing of Texas on both of them. We got back to Flagstaff, Arizona. We pulled up to Cabell's Restaurant to get out to eat, and Brother Branham had been driving since Salt Lake City, and we got out, and you know how it is, you're stretching and getting the kinks out of your back and everything, and Brother Branham looks at his watch and said, if we had a couple hours, we'd go over the mountain here and see Leo and Jean before we go home. And I stopped and I says, Brother Branham, I don't understand. He said, don't understand what? I said, you spent 2 hours the other day telling me what crooks they were, and now you want to go see them. And this is the only time that Brother Branham ever really rebuked me. He said, Brother Green, I'm disappointed in you. And you want to know my reaction? What did I do? He said, I thought you'd understand. Just because they're crooks doesn't keep me from loving them. You think I didn't learn a lesson? So what did I do? I started doing everything I could to love Leo and Jean. And as a result, we were able to get tapes in there, and we saw that bunch of people get the truth. And today, Brother Jim Ed Dalton's a pastor of the church in Flagstaff. And those people are free from that. And I want you to know now that if you talk about anybody, don't you talk with a motive or purpose to destroy them. You talk about them because it's the truth, and you be sure you don't have any bitterness in your heart. You make sure that your purpose is not to make them look bad and you look good, because it don't work that way. But whatever you do, you love them. That's the way Brother Branham practiced it. When I went to Jeffersonville the next time, as I said, I knew Brother Branham a little better, and he took me in the car. We had breakfast 3 mornings in a row, and he took me on a tour of the city the first day out there, and we stopped out in front of the tabernacle, and he showed me where the old part of the tabernacle was, and started talking to me about the 1937 flood. And he made this statement. He said, Brother Green, he said, and you've heard him say it on tape, where the Bible was on the pulpit and it floated to the